Hi, I'm Laura P. Coombs with week 7 of Charge. These are your strength training exercises. Let's start with a leg isometric exercise. So I'm going to stand in a stork hold for 30 seconds. And this looks pretty easy, but what I'm doing is isometrically squeezing the glute, the quad of my down leg, using my core to keep this leg up, and then squeezing my shoulder blades together to keep my balance and to make sure that I'm a vertical line from my ear to my shoulder to my hip to my heel, and I'm going to hold there for 30 seconds. Again, these exercises are designed to strengthen you from the inside out. So yes, you could be doing a big squat or a big leg press or something else more robust for your legs, but I think these are going to be really important to keep you safe on those bigger exercises. So you'll hold for 30 seconds on one side and then 30 seconds on the other, making sure that your standing leg has that foot pointed straight ahead and that you're not bailing or rocking your hips from side to side. We want to make sure that that pelvis stays level and the shoulders are pulled back. So after you do 30 seconds on each leg, we're going to go right to the floor for cats and dogs. This is a classic exercise that we've all done in yoga class or for your back physical therapy. And when it's done right, it is a really great way to strengthen the spinal erectors, those muscles that keep our spine in a nice straight line. So I want you to go to the floor and be on your hands and knees and point your toes back. Start with an arch in your lower back and your head up. So my spine should look like a reverse letter C. And that's my, I always forget if that's the cat or the dog. That's the dog. Then I want you to drop your chin and your pelvis at the same time, reversing that C shape and going into our cat. And here your shoulder blades should be spread way apart. Then as I go back down to the dog, pinch those shoulder blades together and slowly alternate between those two positions 10 times. And what we're trying to do here is make all 24 of your vertebrae work as one unit. So the head does what the tail does, and then the tail does what the head does, connected by those long muscles that hold the vertebrae in place. Then we're going to work on your abs with a sitting twist. Now, you can also do this sitting in a chair, but if you can get down on the floor and use your legs to help you stay upright, this is going to be even more challenging. Your legs aren't keeping you upright, they're keeping your pelvis in the right position. So I have my legs pretty far apart, my toes pointed straight up, and I'm rolling that pelvis forward to keep an arch in my lower back and engage my hip flexors. Now, I'm also really feeling it in my quads because it's just kind of an awkward position for your knees. Then we're going to just push the medicine ball side to side. This is an 8-pound ball. You can use whatever you have at home. Make sure that you're vertical in your torso and that you're actually pushing with your core and then pulling yourself back rather than just quickly, pepper milling through the motion and irritating your spine or your discs. So I'm using the muscles of my core to go side to side and the muscles of my legs to maintain this upright position. So we'll do about 10 or 20 of those. And then we're going to finish with another variation of a plank this week. We're going to be in push-up position. And one of the things that I want you to remember when you're in push-up position or even in cats and dogs is to spread your hands. A lot of people say, oh, I can't do that because it hurts my wrists. But if you increase the surface area and the foundation of the exercise by spreading your hands apart, it'll be a lot less on your wrist. And then the other thing you can do is squeeze your triceps so that those are holding you up and not so much demand on the wrist. So here we go in push-up position, and I would like your shoulders right over your wrists, almost toward the knuckles. And then I would like your feet about hip distance apart. And from this position, I want you to just drop down so that those shoulder blades can squeeze together. I don't want you to plank in this position with the shoulder blades spread. So Find that position, and then we're just going to hold it here for 30 seconds. So I'm squeezing my quads and trying to really straighten my knees. I'm letting my lower back arch just a little, and then I'm letting my shoulder blades squeeze together under control. I'm not just sinking into it. After 30 seconds, you'll stand up and go right back to a 30-second stork, repeating all of the strength training exercises in a circuit for a total of 10 minutes.